welcome everyone to the Agentic approach to use Neo4j, the knowledge graph with Salesforce. We're pleased to have Ramesh here with us to present to us, and we'd like to turn the time over to Ramesh.
Thank you, Kyle. Uh, uh, Welcome all of you for the Notes 2025 event. And today I will be talking about how to use agentic approach with Salesforce, uh, harnessing the benefits of knowledge graph. So today's agenda, I will be covering about little bit of Salesforce Neo4j and why do we need Salesforce Neo4j integration and variable length query requirement and two demos and the comparison of both the methods. What is Salesforce? Salesforce is a leading CRM provider for sales, service, marketing, commerce, etc. And it is offered on a cloud environment. And we can extend the Salesforce via Apex, LWC, and various other technologies provided by Salesforce. And also Salesforce is a low code, no code features like Flow. It has these things. And Neo4j is a graph database where relationships, nodes, properties, etc. are maintained. And there is a cipher language which is used to interact with Neo4j database. Some of the benefits that we are using is graph traversal and schema flexibility when using Neo4j. Okay, why do we need Salesforce Neo4j integration? Actually, we were exploring how to solve a problem in Salesforce case data where we have cases. Here I am talking about legal cases where one or 4 or 5 methods will be available for solving the case. Each of the paths will have its own risks, rewards, and all those things. So this was the problem we wanted to solve. And then when we found that in Neo4j we can specify queries where we can retrieve paths for solving these cases. So we thought we'll use that advantage of in solving the Salesforce problem. And also in Neo4j, if there is a defect in the data, okay, we can modify that in the Neo4j database. By this, the RAG, when we do retriever augmented generation, uh, uh, the query data can be made more accurate even if there is defects. These are the advantages that I found in Neo4j, which I wanted to use in Salesforce. Here I have given example. For example, a case can be solved in 2 or 4 methods. Okay, how do we can do a query like this where we can tell it is solvable in 2 or 4 methods. Similarly, in product designs, if we want to design a product and if there are 4 or 5 vendors, we can do a query and extract data such that this product can be achieved by say 2 or 4 methods, or a project can be, and if we have many modules in a project, okay, and based on whatever modules are ready, if we want to find out what outcomes can be achieved, so we can retrieve such a data from Neo4j database. If we are able to extract this data from Neo4j database, and this data is fed into LLM, the LLM can generate more accurate plans for the end user. So this is the benefit which I want to extract from Neo4j and give it to Salesforce for giving more accurate, useful data. Okay, for this event, I have created 2 examples where I'm going to where I am showing how the RAG is integrated into Salesforce and using a RAG pipeline, graph RAG pipeline, and also the normal method, how I would have done. Both of them I have created demos. Okay, I have used the example provided by Salesforce blog, Neo4j blog, where they have created knowledge graphs in a medical domain. I have used that example for doing my demonstration. However, in the respective domains, we can use the concepts of this one, and implement in that respective domains. Okay, the architecture in the agentic approach is like this. LWC is a Salesforce component, which is a front-end component, and it uses Apex, which is a server component. And from here, we reach the graph rag pipeline. Okay, and the pipeline takes care of the retriever, LLM, and the Neo4j interactions. And all of this I have exposed as a MCP server in a particular port. And from this, using named credentials, I connect from Apex to the graph server. I mean, the MCP server. Okay, in the regular method, how I would have done is, I would have gone to from LWC to Apex, I would have gone to a gateway. And from this gateway, I will make a text to cipher query and access the data from the Neo4j, and then pass it to the LLM and then use that data for generating answer. This is the normal method I would have done, but this would involve a lot of manual programming that we need to do to interact with the cipher on one side and LLM on another side for grounding and generating the answers. So by using pipeline, Neo4j pipeline, it will be more streamlined. Okay, and the demo which I am going to show, it is the source code is also here. Now I'll just show the demo. Okay, this is the demo website, and here I have used the sample query that is provided in the demo I have used. So here he tells summarize the communication challenges between patients and clinicians. Actually, this is based on the data that has been uploaded in the knowledge graph. So we can query like this. Okay. And it will generate the vector response here. If we are using vector plus cipher, we will generate hybrid response here on this side. Similarly, okay, let me just change the. It is just, yeah, it has generated the vector response, vector side. And similarly, on the hybrid side, we can generate this query. Okay, I think it is slow. It is not yet responded. Yeah, it has generated the query. Here we can see this hybrid is more accurate or more useful compared to the simple vector query. This is the benefit of using vector plus cipher in the application. And here I have also demonstrated how to in the demo how to do the normal regular way of doing the um, rag. Okay, that I will not show right now because it is not very it is not giving user friendly response. Okay, now I will go back to my slides. Okay, the source code for this has the Apex, that is a Salesforce server side code, as well as the gateway, as well as the LWC front end component, as well as the MCP server, which is a Python code. Okay, so here in the knowledge graph creation, we can define the um, domain specific labels for the nodes and also the relationship types. By doing like this, it will reduce ambiguity in the queries that and the results generated from the cipher database. Okay, yeah. Okay, now and also in the knowledge graph pipeline, we have we embed the relationships here, as well as the node labels, as well as the embedding vector. Okay, this is how it is done. And then here I show you how to like for example how the graph pipeline is created, LLM retriever, and the prompt template is passed here. And then the result when we search, we get the answer in this way in the pipeline search function. And here, how we plan to use this in our application. So in this in the demo, they have provided an example where we embed the cipher. So in that place, we'll embed the uh, problem specific number of hops we want to it to search. So by doing like this, our case problem and product design problem can be solved. Okay, in the regular method, it is more cumbersome. Okay, and here we have to do manual text to cipher, and then retriever will generate it, and then retriever will generate the output, and then it will do the Neo4j query, and then we have to ground it manually. This is the normal method, which in the pipeline, this is all these things are taken care by one function. Okay, so here comparison. A graph pipeline handles the entire sequence of operation, retriever LLM prompt in generating answers. In the regular method, it is we have to do it manually or programmatically. Summary. The agentic method of integrating Neo4j with Salesforce via MCP exposes rich benefits of Neo4j to Salesforce ecosystem. So that's all with my presentation. So if you have any questions, I will take it. Yeah, I will answer some of the chat questions. He has asked, are you referring that? Yes, I am. Yeah, I have answered the questions in the session. If anybody else has questions, they can ask me. Okay, thank you for giving me an opportunity to present. So I will be leaving the stage.